Hey guys, good morning. I just want to share something with us today. But first, I like to start with a quote uh, by one of my teachers. And the part of the quote says, "As you let your light shine, you unconsciously give other people the permission to do so." Now, a lot of people always assume that my next door neighbor is not related to me. The guy in another state or another country, he's not my cousin. What happens to his life doesn't concern me, or I'm not bothered. It's normal. That's the human nature. We get to think like that a lot. But you're wrong. You see, that your neighbor might build a product, and through that product, you might discover yourself or a talent that you thought you never had, or you might pick an interest in something, and from there you can build on it. So let's assume that the guy that founded the internet never did that. We're going to have what today? All these antiviruses, Kaspersky, nothing. All right. So if that seems to be much, are we going to have things like Facebook today and Mark Zuckerberg? No. But you see, guys like Mark, they've leveraged on what other people built in terms of programs, computers, internet, and all these things. You see, we're all related and we're all connected somehow. If Ford did not have the courage to pursue his dream to start building cars, I don't think today we'll have the automobile industry. Now let's look at the automobile industry. Do you know how many people that industry employs and has employed ever since inception? You don't want to know. I'm sure it's going to hit like what? Maybe hundreds of millions of people. Now, not just people who build cars, but even companies that support the product itself. People who build the chairs, the fabric of the car, the tires. Won't even have companies like Michelin, who or Bridgestone, that all they do is use tires. We won't even have sport events like the Indianapolis 500 or the Grand Prix and all that. We won't have all of that. You see, from that one product, it gave birth to an entire industry. And from that industry, you have entertainment aspect of it. You even have sports toys, toy cars and all these things. One idea from one man, courageous enough to let his own light shine and to give other people the permission to do so. Now, there are so many people that have made billions from this industry. Now, if Ford did not follow his own dream and he gave up and he was just discouraged like every other person, today we won't have all these things that we have in terms of that industry. Now, let's look at the Wright brothers. Now, if the Wright brothers had given up on their dream to make the iron bird to fly in the sky, an airplane, do you know how many people have been employed and how much billions of dollars that have been generated from that aviation industry? Just like the same automobile, there are companies who manufacture the tires. We won't have Boeing that designs aircraft and private jets. We won't have Lockheed Martin that designs the jet fighters and all that. We won't have all of that. See, one industry, one idea, one product from brothers, from a set of brothers, has given birth to a whole industry on its own. My message to you is this, and it's simple. Is there something that you want to do? You've been agonizing over starting or doing, you're doubting. Go on and do it. See, you never can tell. Maybe the moment you create that product or that business, you set up that business, apart from employing people, other people would see what you're doing and can be inspired to even modify it and be innovative about it. And they also make their own fortunes. They carve their own life or destiny out of what you have built or what you've created. So you see, we are all connected somehow, some way. If the guy that founded the telephone decided to give up the telephone, I'm not bothered. It's not compulsory. It's too hard. It's too difficult. Times are hard. The economy is bad. Everything is in recession. Nobody supports me. My wife hates me. I don't have enough money. You know, all of that. If all of these things, if he allowed that to get to him, he never invented the telephone. Today, will you have what? This is an iPhone 6. I remember when I was young, we normally use the analog phones where we have to, it's all the wire stuff, and then you go out of the house and you see wires all around you, different poles and all that. It's all tangled up. You don't see all that anymore. It has evolved because some people were able to discover better ways of using the telephone. They changed it now to mobile phones. Now we have data. Someone was able to invent data so that we can use smartphones. Do you see the person that invented the data or the internet, the mobile broadband for mobile phones came as a result of, the data would only work in the telecommunications industry from the telephone that the founder of the telephone built. My point is this: certain things you want to do that you will do would give other people the permission to live their lives to the fullest and to also discover themselves. So I'm encouraging you today to go out there and live your life to the fullest. You see, if you don't do what you're meant to do, if you don't live your life on purpose, if you don't fulfill your purpose or destiny, some people would never become anything or someone in life. They will never rise above the level that they are. People's successes are tied to your own success. Seriously, other people's successes, other people's breakthroughs, they are tied to your own breakthrough. If you don't set up that business today, if you don't start it now, some people would never be able to take care of their families. Now, that business you want to start, someone else tomorrow might have the idea of how to make it better, and he or she makes his own fortune or carves a destiny for his or herself from there. So, by way of employment, by way of encouraging and inspiring others, we are connected to one another. So start what you want to start today. Do what you have to do today. Begin the process now. I'm speaking to you now because I love to speak. I'm always eager to pass knowledge across to other people, share information that are valuable, that will enrich your life, encourage you, inspire you, motivate you, challenge you to do something today. I'm letting my light shine, and I'm giving other people the permission to do so. There are people out there like me who don't have the courage or the confidence to come out, on the internet and start speaking or even to blog. But if they look at me that if Dariola can do it, then I can do it. So I'm giving them the permission to do so. And they might be better than me. They will be better than me. And there are other speakers that were before me that have studied their works. And we are like the new generation. So they give us the permission to do so. Guys like Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, they've given us the permission to do so. That we can. If they can, then we can. And that's what I'm asking you to do today. If I can, then you can. If guys like Bill Gates can, then you can. Give other people the permission to do so. Let your light shine. Do what you have to do. Start whatever you have to start now. Your success is tied to someone else's success, and someone else's breakthrough is tied to your own breakthrough. Thank you for watching, guys. I wish you all the best this week and have a very lovely day. Bye.